as you know, there are more and more dollars going into CTV. It's not a surprise. I think eMarketer said it will grow like 400% or has grown 400% since 2019, and will top, from a number of estimates over 2020 or over 40 billion by 2027. And as a result, there continues to be a ton of pressure for marketers to prove impact of their investments. There should always be pressure for marketers to prove the impact of their investments, but I think it's increasingly a focus as the dollars flowing into this ecosystem increase. I think what's been interesting about the work that we just did in the survey that we just released is to bridge the gap between spend and performance. There needs to be a connection between measurement insights and ultimately activation, right? So sort of putting these insights to work. And we've also found that most advertisers look at these results on a semi-regular basis. So, they look at reach, frequency, and performance, weekly at least, but a lot of them are optimizing significantly less than they measure. And that's what we've called this converged TV disconnect. So in this survey, we surveyed over 250 brands and agencies to spotlight that disconnect. And what we found was and not surprising, but also very interesting to see it quantified. So the full potential of what's actually happening in converged TV isn't being realized. So 56% said they spend more than half of their time optimizing ad performance. But despite all of the time that they're spending on it, more than 60% of those surveyed just feel like their effort and their work is falling short of expectations.
So doesn't sound great. How do we bridge that gap where optimization is easier, more commonplace, and also feels like there's a potential benefit?
Yeah, the holy grail, for a lot of the folks that we talk to is this single pane of glass or like single view of performance. And it's a unified view of converged TV across, linear, CTV, and digital. And the reason why that matters is because having those insights in one place is really important to streamline not just the insights, but putting those insights to work, right? That optimization process, and ultimately use that to drive stronger ROI. So that's one. The second, I think, is along the same lines, but standardized metrics. Too many brands, too many measurement platforms, too many different constituents in this process have different views of what matters. So having a set of or single set of KPIs that matter across linear, CTV, and digital, helps us effectively speak the same language faster and provide better performance comparison. That's like faster means better optimization, easier. And the third, in line with that is, taking action in near real time. And the only way to do that is put those in one place where it can be easily acted on. And what's been happening, and this is not new to, TV, this is not new to converged TV, but in a lot of cases, we find our customers and advertisers use multiple tools, right? And this is a conundrum that the software and tech industry has faced for years, right? Some companies use one partner for measurement, one partner for optimization, another for, ad management and ad serving. And that separation creates data loss, tech debt, and I think most importantly, more delays in the process. And that loss of fidelity and then increase of time spent just really reduces opportunities. And you see this everywhere when you talk to everyone. This is a standard challenge that we are creating that is easily addressed.
So is the answer for brands and buyers to just align on one system so they're not having these data gaps, or is it on the sales side too when there's all these different platforms speaking different languages?
Yeah, I think it's a couple of things. I think bridging the gap between what's happening and having the opportunity to bring those insights to bear to create value, right? So, data at rest and insights at rest tend to stay at rest. And it's sort of the inertia of insights. And until you actually put those to work, that's where you get value, right? That's where you put those to work and you create that action based on that insight. That's where you get value. That's where advertisers get value, is taking those things and putting them back to work. So I think one of the reasons why we're excited about this is we are the only platform in Innovid XP that provides advertisers with this unified view today, that gives them insights, gives them these unified sort of actions and the ability to optimize campaigns to drive business results. So that's one. Secondly, the platform that we built, which is Innovid XP, is a result of not only our core business, but the acquisition of TV Squared. It serves as the vehicle to allow advertisers to do two key things, right? Understand those metrics, right? What happened across this unified view, and do that with an unmatched view into the streaming universe and linear, which is critical. And secondly, take action, right? So something that's usually always done manually, we've created the foundation and the platform to automate those actions and the technology to take those insights and put them to work in real time. So that's a very different approach to this market, which, if you think back to your first question and my first answer around what was happening around the amount of time spent in optimization and the amount of and the belief that most marketers think that they're not actually getting the bang for their efforts, we're combining those, insights, those analytics, and those outcomes in one platform to ideally make it easier for advertisers to take action, and then continually iterate, continually learn, continually take this sort of infinite loop, if you will, of optimization opportunities and put it to work, and have people spend more time on strategy, spend more time on insights, spend more time with their customers, not hands on keyboard trying to figure out, did I do the right thing, and not seeing what you expected weeks and potentially weeks later.